Why is it that even though I know so many life principles, I still can't live my life well? Why is it that after listening to what Jack Ma says, what Pony Ma says, what this teacher says, what that teacher says, what this expert says, what that expert says, my business still doesn't do well? It's because your way of looking at the world is very one-dimensional. So what do we mean by cognition? Cognition is the angle, height, and dimension from which you view the world. Can we look at the world from a different angle than others? Can we raise the height from which we view the world a little higher? When you're an employee, if you look at your work from a supervisor's perspective, you'll soon become a supervisor. When you're a supervisor, if you look at your work from a CEO's perspective, you'll soon become the operator or CEO of a company. When you are the operator or CEO of a company, you need to view your company from the perspective of the industry and capital. Only then can you gain more opportunities and resources and have a chance to become a unicorn in your industry. So why should we raise our perspective to a higher dimension? Why do we need to stand higher? Because only by standing higher can you step outside of your own situation. You need to step out of your own company in order to truly see it clearly. So what about dimension? What does it mean? It means that economics has its own logic for explaining the world, philosophy has its own logic for explaining the world, and mathematics has its own logic for explaining the world. The more disciplines you have mastered in your mind, the more fundamental logics from different fields you understand, the richer your thinking will be. So you see, some people muddle through life for decades, and even by the time they leave this world, their thinking remains very immature and very one-dimensional. Why are emotions so polarized on the internet? You'll notice that people who are especially prone to extremes are often those with a rather narrow perspective. So in fact, being emotional is a sign of insufficient cognitive ability. Being obsessed with love is actually also a sign of low cognitive ability. So what do we mean by cognition? Cognition refers to the perspective, level, and dimensions from which you view the world.